Hello there, this is Dr. Dane Donahue, and I want to ask you some more questions about, in particularly the direction of our profession. And the question I have for you is, first, the truth, because what I'm about to tell you is the truth. It's the truth as I perceive it, being involved in this profession for 20 years, being really involved in chiropractic for 42 years of my life. So my first question is, can you handle the truth? And I'm just going to assume that you can handle the truth. Here's the guys. What we're looking at now is my study in chiropractic. I have 12 active members of my family that are chiropractors. I have a twin sister who's a chiropractor I practice with. I have the three gentlemen in the middle of this screen who are all three chiropractors, the first three chiropractors in my family, my grandfather and his two brothers, who came over from Czechoslovakia after fighting World War II and became chiropractors. I have cousins that are chiropractors on the upper left-hand corner. I have uncles who are chiropractors in the right-hand corner of the screen. My mother in the lower left-hand corner is a chiropractor. I have a lot of chiropractic in my family, and our family has been involved in chiropractic for over 60 years. And here's the truth. We are not treating any more patients, any higher percentage of the population now than when my grandfather and his brother practiced chiropractic over really 20 years now, since my grandfather's out of practice. And all three have since passed away. But my family's been involved in chiropractic a long time, and we're not seeing any more people now than were when my grandfather and his brothers were practicing. And this is the reason, and if you understand this concept, you'll understand why we're not seeing any more people, why we won't see any more people until we change this very important thing that I believe we need to change, which I'll talk about in a second. This is a graph from a man who created this theory known as the tipping point, or we also call it the law of diffusion of information. So Everett Rogers came up with a theory that all technology, services, ideas diffuse into society in a predictable pattern. And basically, the tipping point is 15 to 18% saturation into society. So until we reach 15 to 18% of the population using chiropractic, we will not see chiropractic tip. And currently, we're seeing anywhere between 1 and 5% of the people using chiropractic. It's closer to 1% of the population that uses chiropractic on a regular basis, and closer to 5 to 7% of people that use chiropractic on a yearly basis. But we're not even close to tipping. And if you think of things that have really caught on, the internet, cell phone use, some of the technology that we currently use in our homes, automobiles, you can pick any technology, any service, and you can see even the medical service, medical profession have diffused into society. Most people see a medical doctor. But the fact of the matter is most people do not see a chiropractor. And if there's one thing I would like to see in my lifetime change is that my sons, if they decide to become a chiropractor, are practice in an environment where the majority of the population is a chiropractor. Here's something else that's tipped. Obesity has tipped in our society, and I want to show you how this has relevance. In 1990, there was less than 15% of our population was overweight. But through the years, and as we got closer to 2000 and into 2000, we started to see 15 to 20% of the population that was obese. And now we see this rapid spike. Just like if I go back here, what we're seeing is now we're seeing this rapid uptake of obesity in our country. And the reason is because obesity is going to do it, and it's not going to change. I want one of these small children, these are my two boys here, my sister's two boys, and my niece. I would love to see the day when one of these children become a chiropractor and they could see that chiropractic has diffused into our society. And we believe that the answer to this is to change who we're seeing. We've got to change our brand in the hearts of the public. We are not back pain doctors. We are not neck doctors. We are not shoulder doctors. We are not symptomatic doctors at all. We are doctors that take care of every patient, regardless of condition, to improve the quality of their life by really removing interference to the nervous system and also making sure that they're living in a healthy environment. And we've got to get past this thought process that says all we need to do is adjust people and they're going to be healthy. When we get to the point where we recognize we adjust people and remove the interference to the nervous system and their innate ability to heal, but we also need to recognize that we live in a society where people are toxic. They're toxic mentally, they're toxic physically, and they're toxic biochemically. We need to help them remove those toxins from their life. And that's why we've created the 8 Weeks to Wellness system. It's a system that's black and white. There is no room for error because you are applying a strategy that works every single time because it measures biomarkers the same way on every patient. It applies a therapeutic strategy the same way in every patient. It's an educational system the same way in every patient. And our biggest problem, guys, is patients don't know what to expect when they go to a chiropractor. And until we change that, until I get a patient who had the exact same experience in another chiropractor's office as they have in mine, we will not see chiropractic tips in the hearts and minds of the people that we serve. We have to start to see continuity in the way that we provide care so that people can have a similar experience. What if you went into a Starbucks and you went into one and the coffee tastes completely different than the one you taste in the other? And what if you went into one and the cup was a completely different color? The environment was completely rearranged. The staff was wearing different uniforms. I guarantee you wouldn't frequent Starbucks because you wouldn't know what to expect. And that's the problem in our profession. People don't know what to expect when they go to a chiropractor, and that's something we absolutely need to change. So I hope this was helpful for you. We really invite you to come to one of our 2-day trainings and check out what we're doing. We see that we're having an incredible impact in our community, and we're changing our image from a doctor who treats lower back pain, because that's what people perceive about chiropractors, to an office that cares for the whole person and teaches the person how to be well and how to stay well. You guys take